Wow, James, I think my truck is better designed for this road than your car.
Exactly.
Good to meet you.
Nice to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. You have a lovely home.
Well, thank you. Welcome. And thanks for making a stop on your road trip.
You know, I'm really looking forward to having the conversation about AI, but there's way too much.
Yeah, it's a little noisy.
A little
out
noisy.
here.
Let's
exactly. Let's go inside.
you know.
Yeah, come on in. I think there's some other people who want
Yeah,
to be
I
in
think
here
James
as well.
and Keith Norby and Joseph.
Norby
Yeah,
is here.
let's head
and
in.
Josep.
Yeah.
You haven't been able to tell. We're having a really great time. It's not just the Aston Martin, but we're in a beautiful setting in James's basement. James, start us off with a broad explanation of AI and where NetApp sees AI.
It's such a broad topic, you know that.
Yeah.
Right? We know that it is an incredibly important topic for our customers, regardless of industry segment, and really across the board, people are looking at various different AI and machine learning and deep learning type of projects. What we know is that data is at the heart of it, and basically what we really do is help them put that data to work in whatever the application is that is powering those projects. They also come to us looking for examples of how we've helped other customers in their industry segments or elsewhere, looking outside of the basic data and what they need to do in their businesses, their business processes, the teams that they need to build. Lots of conversations about skills and how they need to resource within their organizations to make AI, ML projects successful, basically.
So, Jose, let's talk about how to make these projects successful. What applications are you seeing AI being successfully used in the field?
Yeah, I think, again, as James said, it's a broad topic, and I'm going to really focus on the ones that we as NetApp are helping our customers from a data management perspective. Our focus has been really into the deep learning area, where basically there's a lot of data engaged, there's a lot of GPUs are engaged. We have had a very good success in the healthcare industry. That has been probably our number one growing industry in the past 2 years. This year we have seen public sector also growing, all the automated tasks as well as the predictive maintenance in the different artilleries, etc. So healthcare, public sector, financial industry is catching up. We are also seeing a lot of manufacturing, like quality of service, automated quality of service, also becoming on the surface for AI use cases.
Now, Keith Norby, help me out here. NetApp doesn't sell AI. I mean, AI, when I think of AI, I'm thinking about CPUs, GPUs. Of course, I need super fast storage in order to take advantage of that. I see where NetApp fits in there, but NetApp can't tell an AI story by itself.
No, in fact, it takes partnership, which is one of the key reasons why we've been about the solution and about working with NVIDIA and the ISVs and the service delivery partners. And it takes a broad ecosystem to put together what is the right thing for a customer. And really, no one's leading that charge better than NVIDIA in the industry right now. And when you look at what we do in terms of building partnership and solution integrations with NVIDIA, that's the type of thing that we deliver for our customers to help them really ultimately create time. We help them get clarity and really help increase the speed and adoption of AI based on the fact that they're really waiting just to understand exactly how to apply this to what they're trying to do to transform their business.
So going back to you, Jose, talk to me, what are customers really caring about in this conversation when it comes to the applications?
To the NetApp probably specifically. Yeah, it's a very broad topic, Keith, as you mentioned. I mean, I have account managers even within NetApp calling me and saying, hey, can you come and present to my customer? He wants to do or she wants to do AI. And I'm like, what is specific in AI they want to do, right? That's why, machine learning is basically, as you have also said a couple of weeks ago, that it's where we give the data and there are a couple of rules and they learn the patterns. Where we are really heavily focusing is the deep learning of AI. So AI is the big terminology. Underneath, you've got the machine learning and the deep learning. So when we focus on the deep learning aspect is where someone within the house wants to do the training on their own data. That's where it becomes really important topic, because now you want data, you want GPUs, whereas the typical machine learning, it's usually inferencing that where the customers are leveraging when they are doing machine learning. And a lot of people do machine learning on laptops, CPUs, and some of them are GPUs. But the deep learning is where it gets really exciting. And that's where being specialized, right? And NetApp's whole theme is becoming specialized in certain things, and that's where we are specialized in the data management of the deep learning aspect of AI.
So, Keith, talk to me about how NetApp is helping to kind of lighten the burden of getting AI infrastructure in their data center or extended in their environment.
Yeah, we've done several things to help work together to deliver simplicity through MLOps with different companies, not just NVIDIA, with this thing called Base Command now that they have, where we're integrated in a stack that is almost like the charging stations for Teslas, for AI models, for people to be able to, quote unquote, rent the Ferrari, rent the AI machine. And as well as delivering a simplified stack for the channel, something we call Project Triad, is now called NetApp ONTAP AI integrated architecture. And the list goes on and on. The partnerships with Iguazio and other people help us deliver MLOps, to deliver simplicity of ease of use depending upon what part of the stack you're trying to tackle.
So, James, let's be frank, we're in your basement. And we didn't come all the way to Colorado from Seattle to talk just the technical NetApp
Yeah, these
perspective.
guys.
Yeah, well, these guys. These
You
guys
like
don't
these
have,
Oh, no.
these guys are not going to pour me a cool cocktail afterwards. It'll be you.
You
So
bet.
let's get a little personal. Personally,
Yeah.
what has the AI journey meant for you, and where do you see it going in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, kind of like personal, many different levels. From kind of like, if I think about it for us at NetApp, we're a 30-year-old company. I think we're more relevant now than we've ever been to our customers because, AI is a huge topic for them. And what I see when our customers come into our briefing centers and I look at the agendas that are being prepared, I look at the questions they come in and ask us to help them understand, AI and ML is at the heart of it, and data is at the heart of it. And at the foundation, kind of like, we typically take them through a process which helps them understand what data assets they have across their organization. It's very much one of discovery. And then integration across kind of like the data center and into their cloud assets of those data assets. It's a huge thing. And we basically kind of like try and help them through a process of understanding what AI means to them and how they make it happen.
And then personally, let's we're again in your basement. I sang karaoke with Greg and his AI-driven car. How has AI impacted your day-to-day life over the past 18 or so months?
Well, again, if I think about it from my personal life, kind of like there's so many ways that it kind of like impacts, particularly health things. I struggle with rheumatoid arthritis, and kind of like the cures and the treatments that are available to me are so much more advanced than they were to my father or my grandfather. And I'm at my age when at the same point in life my father was basically crippled, and kind of like and it's AI and ML which kind of like helps the people treat me and prevent kind of like my symptoms worsening. So that's a huge thing for me. From a professional perspective, it's a little different. I think my job is really to anticipate the needs of our customers before they ever knew it. We have billions of data assets around kind of like our systems and our people's usage of systems, and how we put that to work and predict to them what they need to do next with the data themselves, with the systems, what data could be moved to different places, whether it's on-prem, in the cloud. I mean, that predictive element is such, it helps me be a better marketer, that's for sure.
If you want to find out more about NetApp and NetApp AI, follow the link below. If you want to find out more about the CTO Advisor, follow me on the web at CTO Advisor on Twitter, thectoadvisor.com/road-trip. Not about where we're going, because this is the last stop, but where we've been. Talk to you next CTO Dose.